Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday morning. It's Stephen Whiteside here from the uptrend.com. Well, thanks for joining me this morning. I hope you've got a cup of coffee. Here we go. Stock index futures are currently slightly below fair value. No major damage there. Commodities are mixed, while Bitcoin is up just under $2,000 in the pre market. As I mentioned yesterday, there's no major economic numbers coming out until Wednesday. There are certainly economic numbers coming out every day, but these are the ones that could change the direction of the market. What worked yesterday? Well, semiconductors were the big winners in the U.S. The big losers were the insurance sector. In Canada, it was base metals winning and infotech losing, but not by much, 0.84%. So you can barely notice it on the chart. Looking at the VIX, we're still looking for a buy signal for the VIX for the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, or the Russell 2000. When we do get a buy signal in the VIX for the S&P 500, that should correspond with a buy signal in the VIX bull ETFs, and we'll be looking to take advantage of those buy signals when they do show up. Moving on to this major stock market indices, starting off with the iShares for the TSX 60, down 1/3% on Monday. The big winner on the TSX 60 was Cameco. A lot of interest in uranium stocks lately, and the stock was up over 10% on the day. Then looking at the Vanguard Canada ETF, the big winner on the day was Endeavour Silver, and a lot of silver stocks have been shooting higher over the past week. Then looking at the Dow, very quiet yesterday, unchanged in percentage terms, but down 2 cents on the day. So no major change there. The big winner on the Dow was Boeing. The big loser on the day was Travelers. And we saw earlier that the insurance sector had been hit hard on Monday. Looking at the S&P 500, again, very quiet trading yesterday. The big winner was Enphase Energy. And if we look at the flypaper channel chart for Enphase, you can see it's been quite a loser over the past couple of years that we can see here. And, there's certainly the possibility of a trade up to the flypaper channel, but the stock continues to make a series of lower highs and lower lows, and we would expect that pattern to continue. Then looking at the NASDAQ 100, again, very quiet trading on Monday. The big winner on the day was Regeneron. Again, look at the flypaper channel chart. Yes, there's a possibility of a trade up to the flypaper channel, but I wouldn't expect more from this stock at this time. The big loser on the day was AppLovin, and it ended the day on a sell signal. Now, looking at the world of Bitcoin, it is back on a buy signal as of Monday's close, and you can see that there was a time last year where we were looking if we could break out above the $100,000 level. Then 106.25 was our next target, and then 112.50 was our next target. So right now, we're bouncing off 100, and now we're looking to see if we can break through the 112.50 level. Then 118.75 and 125,000 would be our next two targets to the upside if we can break through the 112.50 level. So all of the major Bitcoin ETFs are back on buy signals as of Monday's close. And of course, all the bear ETFs are back on sell signals as of Monday's close. Looking at the individual stocks, not a lot of interest in Bitfarms at the moment. Then looking at Bit Digital, we are still on a buy signal here, so no change in trend. Trying to break through 273. We tried to do it back in March and couldn't break out above it. So here we are. If we can take out 273, then 313 would come into play. Looking at Coinbase, we're still on a sell signal here. That would change on Tuesday with a close above $259.84. Then looking at Galaxy, Galaxy is back on a buy signal as of Monday's close. We were looking for a close above $28.47. We closed at $28.58. Then looking up two lines, that would take us back up to the previous high, up just above 34.38. If we can take that level out, then these two targets come into play, 37.50 and 40.63. Then looking at Hive Digital, we're on a buy signal right now, looking to see if we can take out the recent high, which has already happened for Hut 8 on both sides of the border. Then looking at Mara Holdings, second day of a buy signal here. 1719 was resistance a couple of weeks ago. If we could take that out, then 1875 and 2031 come into play. And last up, we've got MicroStrategy back on a buy signal as of Monday's close. Okay, folks, that is all for this morning's presentation. So far, it looks like it's going to be a fairly quiet open. Have a great day. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Wednesday morning.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theyuptrend.com.